Cities Skylines 2 was hacked, compromised, with a potential security issue involving an outside actor pushing an update with a file to a mod that Paradox and Colossal Order believe is malicious. And this concerning news comes at a really bad time for Cities Skylines 2, which had rightly recently celebrated the success of its first free region pack, the French pack, on PDX Mods, the same bespoke modding platform, that platform unique to Cities 2, where the security issue took place. Though the good news here is that firstly, there's already a solution, and secondly, it probably only impacted a few players, a subsection of the broader Cities Skylines 2 player base, as it only impacts one mod, the traffic mod. While we will return to mods, including those new, really appreciated DLC arrivals to Cities Skylines 2, it's important that we address the security issue seriously and factually. They say in their, quote, important update regarding traffic mod, end quote, that just came out a couple of hours ago at the time of recording this video, that there is a potential security issue that has affected the traffic mod for Cities Skylines 2. Late Monday evening, an outside actor pushed an update to the mod, which includes a .dll file, which they believe is malicious. They have already removed it, and the current version, as of today at the time of recording, is safe to download and use. But if your mod synced and you played the game using the mod between Monday and then, there is a possibility that you may have that malicious file. Important to timestamp here, the Monday that they're talking about is Monday the 28th of October 2024, and right now they've offered some solutions. First up, if you have not played with the traffic mod and have not subscribed nor downloaded it, there should be no risk to your system and there is nothing that you need to do. If, however, you have the very loosely described and not linked here at all, by the way, traffic mod, and haven't played Cities 2 between Monday and today, then you should let the mod sync as normal. The malicious file should be deleted automatically, though you should still scan your system with an anti-malware program like the built-in Windows Defender. Finally, for the unlucky group, if you have played using the affected version, you need to check your local files, and if any malicious files have been installed, you can find where to look for them on screen and or down in the description below. They also give some specific instructions here. You're looking for a very specific folder. If it's not there, you don't have the compromised version. If you do locate the folder, use an antivirus, anti-malware program to quarantine it and or remove it from your system and then run a scan. As a precaution, by the way, they recommend changing your passwords. The exact nature of the danger is undisclosed and unknown seemingly at this time. And this of course brings in a lot of questions. Like, can we trust the platform? And PC players may rightly be scratching their heads thinking, why am I using this? If the console versions aren't even out, there's no real or one of the real seeming needs for this to exist because cross-platform doesn't yet exist. To answer these questions and ensure us that we can continue to enjoy our mods safely and securely, they've listed off a few things. And in fairness, we should at least look at them. Firstly, they're going to go through all files uploaded to PDX Mods and see if any other mods have unexpected updates. Curiously, that means that hasn't happened yet, and I would query that and approach that with some uncertainty and caution if I were you. Secondly, they have contacted the modder whose mod was compromised and discussed their recommended steps to secure the account. They've updated traffic, the mod, to a safe version, so anyone playing with version 0.2.4 is playing with a safe version. And finally, PDX Mods will receive an update that notifies modders when their mods have been updated, so that they are quickly alerted to changes that they have not personally made. Oh my goodness. That seems like a really good idea, no? It certainly does. And this perhaps reveals an unexpected, or maybe not, downside to using PDX Mods instead of, say, Steam Workshop. Though I don't understand the full sort of technicalities, all of the decision making involved in that, I don't want to speculate on that much, but man, this has left a sour taste due to the uncertainty around it. Good on them for flagging it, addressing it straight up, fixing it very quickly. Credit where credit's due. But I think that, I don't know about you, but I just do feel a little bit uncertain about using the platform now. And that suggests to me that there's another breach of trust, a damage of trust, and that is just, as I mentioned in my introduction, not what Cities Skylines 2 needs. A fun fact, I don't script my videos, I just go by some quick notes I've jotted down and anything I have up on my screen that I'm reading to. And when I introduced the video, I plan to talk a lot about the DLC that's launching and how great of an addition to the game it is, because that is very true, and it's the upside to this week of a very clear downside. Yet now I feel I don't really want to spend all that much time on it. However, it is another addition to PDX mods, and unlike this security breach that we've been talking about, this addition is actually very good. Credit where credit is due once more. The French additions to the game, the service buildings, I particularly like the college, I think it has broad utility, the city center building, all of these are very good. And granted only a few residential zonings that it adds are wonderfully flavorful. It's easy to use, it adds a lot of depth to the game. And the good news is, moving forward, we can expect a whole load more of this. They've already confirmed that on the 11th of November, we'll receive a German pack. And then on the 25th of November, we'll receive the United Kingdom pack. And I think that that is great news for Cities 2. Unfortunately, it has been overshadowed in this week's Cities Skylines 2 update video by that very serious breach of security with a somewhat unknown malware threat that thankfully has been addressed, and now they're quickly mopping up to ensure that no more of these problems emerge. It was a pretty interesting week at the end of October across the Cities community, really. Cities Skylines 1 received some DLC, a game that is still played, generally more actually, if you look at the active users on Steam at least, by players, and it's on console, so it probably is more popular, and it's received some new content. Then, of course, there's the other element, the new DLC and the announcement of more packs to come for Cities 2, and that stuff is all free. Great news. The game also received a patch update. I'll link that down below, throw the key fixes up on screen. It was largely just a fixes update, fixing some legacy problems, as well as some of the more recent bugs that had emerged as a result of the economy patch and subsequent ones. So it's good to see Cities 2 taking shape. And it's unfortunate that this very real potential security issue has emerged after what seemed to be a little bit of a hot streak building for Cities 2 and the community more broadly. Hopefully PDX Mods, the team behind that, will act swiftly to ring-fence this and ensure it doesn't happen again, if not for anything else, for the trust in Cities 2, which vitally needs some resuscitation. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.